Welcome viewers to another fabulous episode of Unapologetically Free. Now today I am going to talk about the various rules of No Fap. Now this video is in response to the Q&A that I posted out just yesterday, and it's this question by Mo Moo. That's MOMOO. The question goes, what is your favorite mode of No Fap? I read that some people do monk and hard mode. Can you explain all the types of mode? Okay, first off, I will explain the different types of mode on No Fap. Now, there are three main words that you want to remember when you are on the No Fap journey. First, P, which stands for pornography. M, which stands for masturbation, and O, which stands for orgasm. So these are the three main pillars that you will abstain from when you are rebooting your brain. That is when your brain healing takes place. P, M, O. Now, no P basically means that you do not allow any visuals of pornography or even sexually stimulating material. And what this allows you to do is for your brain to tone down on the intensity of the neural pathway that keeps on bringing you pleasure and pumping in all the dopamines to your brain only from pornography. So you rest that part of your brain and allow it to heal so that other sources of dopamine would be effective in releasing certain happy hormones and certain emotions, for example. Okay, first part, P for pornography. Second part, M for masturbation. Now, many a times, okay, masturbation is linked to pornography. It is linked to pornography, and very often, if you are watching pornography, you will be masturbating. Now, what masturbation does is it expedites the process by releasing even more dopamine. Okay, there's a reason why people love to masturbate. It feels good. But you have to realize that every single time you feel good, you are releasing dopamine. And in this case, okay, you are doing something that has very high reward, but you did not put in much effort into it. And what this causes is it starts to move you into an addiction cycle. Almost all forms of addiction are easily achieved pleasure. Easily achieved pleasure. For example, you can just take a sweet drink right now and feel good. Easy pleasure. Or maybe smokers, for example, who take a puff, feel that instant pleasure that is easy to achieve. You contrast this to perhaps meeting a girl, for example, where you have to go through many steps, where it's a long drawn process, where you feel actually rewarded when you perhaps have a good conversation, when you move deeper into your relationship with her. And these are some examples. So basically, masturbation is a form of easy pleasure, and for No Fap is another pillar that you want to make sure that you do not touch. Okay, the last part, O for orgasm. Okay, for orgasm is very simple. It just means that you start having an orgasm and then you ejaculate. Now, this O part has two main tracks of healing. First part is the physical part. So when someone has an orgasm, obviously as a guy you will ejaculate semen. Now when you ejaculate semen, you lose nutrients, you feel more tired, you feel worn out. That's the physical aspect. But another reason why we so-called ban orgasm is because technically it's impossible for most people, in fact everyone, okay, if you do not masturbate, you won't be able to achieve orgasm. Of course, this is assuming that you are alone. But okay, then the question comes, what if I have a girlfriend? Should I just stop having sex with her? Now, the idea here is this. Every single time that you have an orgasm, you will experience what is called a chaser effect. A chaser effect. And what the chaser effect does to you is you will experience a stronger urge to want to get off. And for us, many a times it means that the neural pathways for the masturbation tract, for the pornography tract, gets activated once again, and it is just simply too tough for most of us to handle. And that's why when we start compromising by saying, maybe it's okay to orgasm, most of the time it will result in a relapse, perhaps the very next day. So with that in mind, now I'm going to explain the various modes of No Fap. Now first up is easy mode. Easy mode. Easy mode simply means no pornography. You can still masturbate, you can still have orgasm. It just means that your source of stimulus should not be pornography, which means some people would choose to fantasize and just jerk off. Okay? Second mode is called hard mode. It means you have no edging, no pornography, no masturbation, and no orgasm whatsoever, not even with your girlfriend. And that's why it's called the hard mode. Okay? And why hard mode is a good mode to start on is because for myself, I see a lot of value in semen retention alongside the brain healing. And as I explained in my video on semen retention and brain healing, the energy that you get from semen retention is very palpable, it's very tangible, and it's something that if you are on this No Fap challenge for whatever reason, I am very sure that some extra energy will do you no harm, but would in fact help you go ahead with your life and help you achieve your goals at a much faster rate with this sexual energy that you have stored up. Now, interestingly, which I did not hear about this mode before I heard about the comments, there's this one last mode called the monk mode. And what the monk mode means is that you kill all erotic thoughts the moment they appear. So it's hard mode plus you kill all erotic thoughts the moment they appear. Now, for the same reason, many a times your brain is hardwired after years of watching pornography to just link any form of stimulation to that same pathway of perhaps pornography. And it may start with perhaps fantasizing. You may start thinking, okay, I'm not watching pornography. Let's say on hard mode, I'm not watching pornography, I'm not masturbating, I'm not orgasming, but I'm just simply choosing to fantasize. But that fantasizing still releases dopamine, and it may even cause you to get more and more tempted, and that is when you will start to mess up. And let me tell you this, okay, even among people who do No Fap, yes, they succeed, yes, some of them do succeed, but most of us on No Fap find it extremely difficult to keep a streak of, let's say, 1 year, 365 days. No, many of us, even the more seasoned No Fappers, we have like seasons, if you call it, maybe 60 days and then they relapse, 90 days and then they relapse. But if you really want the maximum benefit, it is about succeeding once through and saying the only time that I'm going to have an orgasm is going to be when I really have sex with someone else. And that is going to be a wonderful experience. That is going to be, to me, the better goal than just choosing to jerk off and just finish off and feel like shit afterwards. So in my opinion, I didn't know about monk mode, but for myself, I have most of the time, 99% of these, now it is day 75, I have been on monk mode per se, and the benefits are immense. And of course, I will go on to share some of the insights and revelations that I've had in my subsequent videos, and I will also answer the questions that I have not yet answered in the upcoming videos. So stay tuned, and in the meanwhile, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again.